Yeah, hit record, pull up a chair. Corey's got a story, Johnny's right there. To my
Yo,
Hey, yes, sir. We back, man, with another one.
what's going on, everybody? What's good? Let's get it.
Episode 10, man.
Man, if I knew then,
What I know now?
the podcast.
Hey, we got another special
I'm
guest.
excited.
Clap it up for that, man. Hey, we got another special guest, man, in the building right now.
Clap it up.
My boy Wade ain't on the camera. I mean, on the clapping. There you go. Miss
Yeah,
Cooley.
Miss Cooley.
Miss Cooley.
Yeah.
Cooley. You got to say it like that. Cooley. We got Miss Cooley in the building, y'all.
Man, such a wonderful woman, man. Such an honor to have you, Miss Cooley.
Thank you.
Such a privilege.
Most definitely.
yeah.
So today's episode is gonna be all about her, what she got going on. She's a political person, I guess that's how, you know what I'm saying? We call her political. She's political. She's in politics, you know. But a lot of people don't know who this is. A lot of people might not know what she stands for, what she do.
But you're going to find out today.
A lot of people my age, from the age of 30 down to 25 or 18, all the way to 30, 35, you know, we don't really get into too many politics like that, you know. So this is going to be a real good, insightful podcast to put you on game of what's going on in the area and who you should be voting for. You know what I'm saying? This is what this podcast is about.
I'm excited, Ms. Cooley, that you're here because, like you said, Corey, like a lot of younger ones don't really know about, politics and different things because, we always look at, vote for the president, but it's such of the smaller things that we need to be voting for to make a change in our community. So tell us a little bit about yourself and what who you are. Who is me?
Okay, my name is Elizabeth Cooley, and as you know, and I want the people to know, I am a candidate for South Carolina House.
Get a little closer to your mic, Miss Cooley.
Okay, I am a
There we go.
candidate for South Carolina House District 7 House of Representatives. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, that I'm a servant. So I've always been, from the beginning, having a job. I always have 2 or 3 jobs. But that's the part, because some of it is good, giving back.
Good.
So that's another thing. So, working, did not go to school, go to college. My grandparents had reared me, and that's enough. But once I got into the work world, and realized I need a little bit something. So I went back to school, and really go back to school at night. So I was going to Limestone College.
Okay.
That's in Gaffney. But they had sites, different places that you could go to. So that's when I earned my degree and my bachelor's degree there, and then wanted a little bit more. So I went back again and worked on my master's and started on my doctoral. But due to family and loving family, somebody got to take care of this grandchild.
Right.
So that's how it started.
Sounds like you did a lot of schooling.
Yes, and I do believe in education.
Oh, yeah. Education is really big. And you said doctoral, so I know there was a lot of writing.
It was started, like I said, back then I didn't know what all the chat room and how to do all of that.
Right.
That's not going to work. But again, with anything, even this position, you have to learn as you go sometime.
Yeah.
So that's what it's all about. Married for, I'm not going to tell you all the years, but many years.
Many years. Clap it up for that. Married many years. Yeah.
Many years.
Many years. Wait, clap that for it.
Man hit the wrong button.
So that's pretty much, like say, involved in the church and different auxiliaries and boards. So I like to give back. I like to know what's going on in the community.
Yes, ma'am. Awesome.
Wait, need to do something real quick.
Are we good?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Well, we're excited. We're excited about everything that you're doing in the community. And me and Corey ourselves, we're really big in the community. We do different things in the community, but we're all for the community and for the community growing and changing and developing. So we're gonna ask you some amazing questions today about about your leadership and what you're planning to do, because we're excited that for everything that she's gonna be doing, right, bro?
Right. Where did you grow up? Are you from around here or from Anderson?
I have always been here from day one in this area. And my jobs, have to go where your jobs are somewhere, but always have lived here. So that's
Wow.
why you can't tell me some things. Like, I've been here since the beginning. I know what's here. I know when they had 3 red lights in Belton, and all we
Wow.
have is one now. I mean, 2 now. They took one away. So I pretty much know all what's going on.
Okay.
Okay,
Wow.
cool.
She does.
Cool. You
she
got any
does.
children?
I do. I have 3 children. It's going to tell some time here now, so I have to guess on it. So let's say 5 grand. No, I got some my other ones too, so I need to say 8 grandchildren and 2 great grand.
Wow.
Ah, got you. That's your husband right there?
Husband is in the house.
What's going on, husband? Yeah, I got husband by his
Husband in the house.
side.
Goo, 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 goo.
That's what's up, man.
Husband's in the house.
Yeah, nice to meet you, man.
As she stated before, they've been married for many, many years.
Many moons.
So that's always a blessing.
But yeah, I'm really interested to see what's going on. About to get into this thing. You know, this is a non-sugar-coated podcast. We keep it real in here, you know. Talk about what you want to talk about, voice your opinion on what you want to voice your opinion on. Like I said, I personally, like I know like a lot of others, don't know much about the politicians or the politics in the area of what's going on. So I'm looking forward to, you know what I'm saying, see if you can win over a vote.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm voteless because I don't even know who to vote for.
We're praying by the end of this pie, he gonna know who to vote for.
We gonna see what's going on.
Right.
And I want to say thank you all for what you all are doing. Like I said, I had to do a podcast. What are you doing? But that is getting information.
Yes, ma'am.
From, as you said, real talk.
Yeah,
And-
direct
and
information.
people, you know, you're doing it on the community. All 3 of you all are working in the community. So I'm honored
Yes,
just to
ma'am.
be here.
Yes, ma'am.
We
We
appreciate you.
appreciate you. Also, for the first question we have for you is, and we're gonna ask a few leadership questions involved around
Okay.
your leadership because we know that's a big part of what you're doing. You know, being a present leader in the community. So, what makes you the right person to represent District 7?
Okay. As we just started, I've been in this area.
Yes, ma'am.
So my area consists of Belton, Honeypath, Anderson, parts of Anderson, Iva. It's a part of Greenville and Abbeville. I have worked or came some type of way in all these communities.
Yes, ma'am.
I left out a part of my job that some people call me the insurance lady or the 401k lady. So I have traveled, had a lot of sandwiches in my car, working in
Wow.
all these areas. So some of these, like I say, it's not like I'm reading up on what's going on in Honeypath. I'm in Honeypath.
Right.
So
right.
that's part of it.
So it's like your leadership ability is based upon not everything you know, but who you are in the community. You know, I am Honeypath. I am Bill Belton. I am Anderson. I like the fact when she was like, you know, I think about Corey, how he grinds so hard sometimes, and it shows how much work ethic you have to have sandwiches in the car.
Yes.
Because he do the same thing. He'll eat a meal on the go.
Eat a
You
meal
know?
on the go.
He got to fix his plate. He's like, man, they got to, you know, he trying to
Stay
eat
moving.
healthy, stay moving, just wide open. So most definitely, we appreciate the answer. What is one thing you believe the current I can't even say it. Legislative.
What is the current?
What is one thing you believe the current legislature is getting wrong? I still said it wrong. I can't say that word, y'all.
That's okay.
It's
No,
a
it's
L-E-G.
leg.
Leg,
Legislature.
yeah.
Leg. To put it on
Yeah,
that.
what is one thing you believe that the current leg is getting wrong? Legislation.
Yes.
It's definitely wrong still, but go ahead.
That's not
I feel like in the beginning when they all have a heart and to serve.
right.
But sometimes you forget who put you in that position. And I just feel like, you know, don't forget us.
Wow.
That's how you got there. We believed in you. We saw you then, but we want to see you now.
Wow.
So you think they get to a point where they forgetting who the people are or something like that, or they forgetting like you said who got you there? Like you
Yes.
think they getting kind of like out of touch for the reason why they there?
I believe that they're so involved in why they're there that they forget who is still back there.
Wow. So it's pretty much like now that I've arrived and I got in the seat, I've forgotten the community that got me there.
I believe that's most of
huge.
what I've been hearing because I've
That's
been
huge.
walking the street too.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
and when they ask the name, do you know who this name? Who do you know? They don't, and they may not know my name, but still, it's some good politicians, and they do work. They come back, but the main thing I'm hearing is you've forgotten us.
Wow.
You know, I'm in the grocery store. I'm picking up bread and say, okay, 2 months ago this bread wasn't this high, or 2 months ago the peanut butter wasn't this high. I actually go in the store myself. I
Right,
don't have
right.
anybody pick it up. Once you
Right.
get where you are, I don't have anybody to go shopping for me.
Y'all got bougie out here in the streets.
Yeah,
Y'all
I'm
like you
in
can't
there.
touch the people no more.
I'm wasting more gas going to 3 different grocery stores trying to see what's the cheapest price, lower price.
Man, that blows my mind, and it shows your heart to say that, man. Because I just got to pause right there for a minute because you got to think about how many leaders, and you know, sometimes in the podcast we'll stray away in conversation, but
That's okay.
you think about how many leaders out here in the community. You know, they like, oh, we need your vote, we need your vote, we need your vote. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna show y'all the change. But then because they got some sort of power, it's like now we're not worried about the community anymore. And like I think a lot of times like people feel the way like you said they do. Like, hey, we're suffering out here. We need change. But like, what are you doing? Like, where's your face in the community to promote that change? You know what I'm saying? You ever thought about it like that, bro?
Yeah, no, I see exactly what you're saying. Who currently is in office? Can you Google that? Wait, who currently holds the District 7 seat?
The current gentleman that holds the seat is Lee Gilreath.
Lee Gilreath.
Lee Gilreath. It goes
Never
by
heard of him.
Lee. And like I say, I'm not here to put him down or whatever, but
You here to take his spot though, right?
But I'm ready to take a spot, and I'm ready to relay what I am hearing from the people who don't know his name.
How long? Do you know how long he's been there?
I want
And
to
that's
say this is like I think he went in 24. This is a
2 years.
2-year term, so it's still new and things got to be done.
Yeah.
Is he running again for it? Like trying to?
Yes.
So
yes.
what if you had to say it? It's probably one of
No,
my
you're
questions.
good. No, you're good. You're good.
If you had to say to the people out there that might be on Lee's side right now or looking to vote for him again, why should they flip the vote? If you had to just name maybe 1 point or 2 quick points or 3 quick points, so why they should vote for Miss Cooley instead of somebody who's been doing this for 2 years now? Is this your first time running?
Yes.
So why should they switch to somebody who's the first time running versus somebody who's been in the game for 2 years now, at least that we know of, in the seat that he's currently in? Why should they flip and vote for Miss Cooley? Why should she come take over?
Great question. While they should know your name. That's one thing. And then I feel there's a responsibility to connect back to the people
Yes, ma'am.
by having a town hall or whatever. Like I just had a meet and greet. It doesn't have to be anything elaborate. It's just like, what's on your mind? What's going on? Let me shake your hand, kiss the baby head like they used to do back in the day on the thing. But that's some of the things. And a lot of things, like I say, things have changed even in 2 years.
Yes, ma'am.
I've ran over this pothole a couple of times here, and my car is out alignment, if I'm saying that right, like legislature.
To change the radio
alignment.
station.
Legislator,
Yeah.
I still can't say
Yeah.
legislature.
Yeah, just give up.
But you know, just visit, and I'm sure he's here. But it's a difference when you're hitting this thing every day, and it's putting more money on your purse when you have to get a line, and then you have to do something else with the tires. I won't go on that tire because I've seen on the side of the road one day when this person's tire just came off the car.
Right.
And he said the only thing he remembered was hitting a pothole a couple of days before then. So, just look at these roads.
Oh, yeah. The roads are definitely crazy.
So is that part, okay, that leads me to my next question. Go ahead, bro. So my question is, what are your roles? Like, if you was to win, what's your day-to-day tasks? What's your duties? Like, that's one question. And then my next question is, like, what are you specifically looking to change?
Okay.
Like, what error do you see, and what's the correction to it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what can you do as a District 7? Like,
Okay.
what kind of power you got?
And that's a great question as well, because a lot of, some people say, well, you're going to do this, and what can you do about this check, and what can you do about infrastructure? It's certain things that the House is in the state, they can do things with South Carolina.
Okay.
But there are other things that I have no way of controlling what the price of medicine and different things of that. They have different people in different positions for different people to do things. But I think I've kind of almost forgot the second part. But the other part is, like I say, when you get there, yeah, there's a learning curve and things you have to put, but you have to be on where you have different motions, I guess, something you want to put in place.
Right.
And you work with other people to kind of get that back for your people. So if Belton Honeypath Anderson is telling me, hey, healthcare, you know, my mom she cannot go. There's no transportation and different things. I need to go and talk to someone and say, how can we get local, rural, let me use the word rural, healthcare. So there are different ways I will work with others, just trying to get where we can put something in place there.
Right,
Bring the nurse to the community, in-house them in the schools so they help the children. You know, I know they have a nurse in schools.
Yes, ma'am.
I know they have, but sometimes, you know, that child sees a lot of things that reflects in school what goes on at home. You have a sick parent and that child is in school. A lot of things, I think there's more things that we can develop in our schools and system. And I think that was another part, and I need you to refresh that.
Yeah, hold on. Go ahead, Wade. What you about to say?
Yeah, I got a question
Okay.
about basically, you know, being in the school district or whatever. I know your role is probably helping out the schools, right?
Uh-huh.
So being that, you know, kids nowadays don't really like school as much, what can you do about, you know, like, trying to keep kids and like educated and remain, like, I guess, positive when it comes to like school nowadays?
Okay. They have to have funds, and a lot of schools don't have the funding for different programs. But you may have seen, and I know I've seen, where the Y, you have to have partnerships with different things. Bring the Y to you. How many kids can go to the Y in Anderson after school or have transportation after mom get home from work and trying to put food on the table? And let me go back on there and say, when dad come home from work and put food on the table, let me drag everybody in there.
Drag everybody in, yeah.
But that's like I said, it's a lot of things go on in a child mind that back in the day when that it was just pretty much go to school, you study, you go home and play with your friends and the dog, and that's about it. But as we all know, it's a different world. So sometimes those children between parents may have to work 3 jobs now just to get that grocery bill.
Right.
They may have to take on some duties and maybe, you know, not as rested as they should be. Now, other things, like you say, you can have volunteers to come in. Just get people to come in, and I know a lady that she does come into school and just help with paperwork, the kids. Just make sure they put it in the folders. So there's a lot of things that we as community can do, but that's what partnership with different peoples to get in.
Awesome. Would you be willing to, like, you know, get with, you know, I don't know if anyone from District 5 board or, you know, you'll be serving several districts, correct? Like if you, or is it just, when it comes to District 7, like, is that, I know all the, like, Belton is District 2 and it's District 5. Are you willing to do, like, different things in the community for the schools, like going to the schools, speaking, or organizing events and things like that to kind of help bring everyone together?
Yeah, it's something I do all the time since I've been in all the jobs
She
I've
already
had.
been on it.
All the jobs I've had to. But still, like I say, there's different things. This county council is
Yes, ma'am.
there to do things. But as the House representative, that's when the leaders come and share and say, this is what we need in the school.
Okay.
Our teachers, you know, I want to go way back, and I may get my hand slapped on this, but back in the day, like I say, there was like more than 1 or 2 teachers. They helped out each other.
Wow.
So there's a lot of children, so they need to, one can kind of observe, and they do have 1 and 2 in the class. You all probably can help me more on that. But still, there may be somebody else can sit and kind of observe that child. And going back to the child not interested, are you getting enough food? Are you getting enough rest?
Right.
So those are more things that we can have more in the school to have to check on those children in the
So
school.
basically a program in place that, you know, someone's job is to come in and check on the well-being of that child and make sure they're getting the rest, the food, all the things that they need.
Yeah, because they may not tell the teacher, but somebody's come in that's not there. They're more likable to talk a little bit more.
Yeah, that's good because I know some educators, and you hear things like that in the schools where there are children who are hungry. Yeah, they don't get fed as well. They come in tired. They haven't slept all night because of maybe situations that they've been facing at home. You know what I'm saying? So I think it'd be very beneficial to have someone like that come in and do that. So
one more
question I was looking at
John.
earlier.
One more
Oh,
question.
I'm sorry.
To stay on the topic of mental health in school nowadays, especially with kids are now using medicine often to try to cope with paying attention, mental health. Is there any way that we could try to fix that when you get in the office, or like when it comes to like mental health, or even like the protection of our kids when it comes to like school shootings and stuff like that? Because we never know when it's gonna happen. Like, I'm more concerned now because I have kids now in school, so your vote actually do matters now. So I just want to see what's your standpoint of like the protection of like kids, like security. What's the monitors when they walk in? What's it called? Metal detectors. Like, how serious like when we go at protecting kids in school?
Well, that's one of the core issues is we talked about healthcare, and we'll probably jump back to healthcare, but mental health is something that is real serious, and we see that coming up more and more and more. So there are, like I say, you have to have, schools need funds, and our teachers need to have great pay.
Yeah. Ooh.
So
yes.
those are some things. They're not complaining.
They do. No, I say that because my wife is an educator.
Okay.
Yeah, she is.
And
so yeah.
they need to have, when things up front, they shouldn't have to go back and keep putting this to-do list, and we need that. If we, to go back to the question, when they get in the house, like I said, there's other things I have to, learn a lot of this, but still, I'm sure there'll be ways to go with other people who's already in the seats to help, is to put things in place where they have more counselors coming
Right.
in the school and see what's going on. And our teachers need to be funded up front. They don't need to have to wait till mid-quarter to say, we need this. I have a daughter that's in education, and you don't need to have to come out of your pocket.
Right.
A lot of teachers love the game. They love what they do. So they'll do whatever they do. I thank God for when they have backpacks and churches and communities come together. Now, that's a good thing, but they need resources. They need, as you said, we need more of the school to be updated with systems in place, do more drills to make sure that this is going to work.
Right.
Now, back in the day, we had, and I keep saying back in the day, I'm telling my age before I get there, but, we know about the fire drills and we know the basics, but now there's more seriousness. Like I say, something needs to be a system where it will fire up when something is wrong, something to detect it.
Right.
And then don't take that. And when a child, I'm going to get on another subject, when a child tell you they are being bullied, somebody somewhere needs to listen and record that. And that child's coming up. I won't get into the instance of that, but it's something that someone needs to look at.
I agree with that, because that's definitely something that needs to be taken more seriously, because nowadays you have a lot of children that are, like Wade mentioned earlier, they got mental things going on. The kids are actually, doing school shootings. You got children that are, taking each other out because of all the bullying that goes on in school. Like that, that should definitely be something that should be monitored. I agree with that. What do you think about bullying, man?
It's a terrible thing.
Terrible thing.
No, you just got bullied. Maybe we talked about that episode too.
I did. I got bullied in high school, in middle school, and I was one of those kids that dealt with a whole lot of mental stress from bullying, and I had suicidal thoughts from bullying. And it's a horrible thing. And I didn't have educators or teachers to really kind of like guide me. I would tell, but there was nothing really done about it to those kids that were bullying me. Writing my name, because even one time like they was writing all kind of things about me on the bathroom wall and the stalls, and that stayed there for months. Like nobody cleaned it up. You know what I'm saying? So it just makes it. I really appreciate the fact that you're wanting to change that, because nobody knows what that child is going through, that trauma that they're going through, that the school system or some of the educators. And I know don't get me wrong, every educator is not bad, but I believe that they should do a better job of making sure that that's taken care of and handled, so that the students won't have to go through the trauma.
Yeah, and that mentality of what goes on in the house stays in the house. I don't know if y'all even heard,
I've heard that saying before.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
I heard that. My grandma said that plenty of times.
Yeah, but the child, like I say, need to have. It's okay to have someone to talk with. I think they need to have more counselors
Say that again.
in the school. Like I say, to pick up on that, and that's why I was saying earlier. Have some other, whether it be people volunteers or other teachers or whatever, to come in and observe a little bit differently on that child, because they can pick up.
Right, because the child should know, and go back, bring me back to the episode we kind of talked about before, because if she said something that, they're really like, I was like, oh man, because you hear that growing up, what goes on in the house stays in the house, and so you got kids who feel like, I can't display how I really feel, or I can't display my reality, because when I talk about my reality, now I'm the bad person. Now I'm wrong. Now I can't get over what's going on in my life, or either deal with what's going on in my life, because everybody wants me to be quiet about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I believe that we do need counselors in those schools to embrace those kids and let them know, hey, it's okay to voice what's going on, because this could be the very thing to take you out of here, but we can save your life.
Yes.
If you're able to talk about it. So let's get some counselors in the school, everybody. School system, we need counselors.
Yeah, we have them, but we just need more.
We need more. We need more counselors.
I'm sorry. I'm just. This is a good conversation. Now, as far as education, how do you feel about having Jesus in the school?
Okay, that's a subject that's like depends on state laws, I guess, and different things. But there are schools that have good programs that come in. There are certain churches I know for a fact that comes into the school. I can't think of the name right now, but it's pretty much the same name they use. It's good something, but they come in and they can have. Now, I'm sure there are papers that you have to go through, because I know my grandson was in one after school, and he came home with a Bible and had his name on it, and he was proud of that Bible. And so they ask questions, but again, that will be up to the parents' responsibility. Right. And there's paperwork I sign, because I'm the one that's taking care of him, picking up from school. So I signed to let him be there. I think it's a matter of preference. But if that child wanted, then I think that this is a beautiful thing that the schools are offering that in the schools. Right. Not everybody probably, but there are some in this area. I know for a fact.
We did it at BHP. I graduated from BHP. Shout out to the Bears.
BHP.
Yeah, BHP.
I did too back in the Stone Age.
2008, 08. I was part of the FCA, which is the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, even though I was not an athlete. What
was on the step team?
But I was on the step team. I sang on the choir. Yeah, Dr. Timms. Yes. Shout out to Jimmy Oots. But
I remember him.
But we had service like twice a week in the morning. So we had I was on the gospel choir at Miss Phyllis Gaines. I don't know if you know what that is.
Yes, I know who she is.
So we would have the gospel choir would come in and someone would give a word, and we had a whole in the gym on the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. We would go in front of the flagpole and pray. So BHP really they honor us. Yes. They embraced us having that relationship with God, and they didn't hinder us from talking about it. Either we had it because we would have Bible studies in the school. We would have services on the morning. I forgot we did it on, I think it was Mondays and Thursdays maybe.
Awesome.
But we had service. We would go there and sing. Someone would give a word. All those things, and it was good.
So how did your day kind of go from that?
Oh man, that was one of the biggest things that helped me stay locked in and overcome. Like I told you, I went through a lot of things, but being able to know God through it all that I was going through, not saying that what I was going through was easy, but because I had friends that I could go to when I was down and they can give me a scripture. Even Miss Gaines, I love Miss Gaines. Miss Gaines, she would sing so hard, and it's a beautiful voice. Have you ever heard her sing?
Yes, she sang at my daughter's wedding.
She can blow.
Yes.
I'm talking about that woman. She's like one of, she would sing gospel through the halls. You can hear her coming way. You can be like way in the other end of 400 wing, and you can hear Miss Gaines singing. So having her there, like to always be able to go to and say, baby, God loves you. It's gonna be all right. Don't worry about what they say. Having her to pour, and I'm glad I had her and other teachers that were there that embraced God. Like we were at school, like I always tell people, BHP was at school. They laugh at us for having like forum day and things like that, but we had a culture that was homey and loving, and it was. We didn't have that I'm the teacher, you the student. We had that. There were teachers we can go through, Miss Moore, Miss Sellers, I can name them all. Dr. Timms, Miss Henderson, like we can go to them and they'll embrace us and tell us, God love y'all. Y'all got this. Y'all gonna be okay. Keep praying. Y'all praying? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it made me feel good. So I would love for them to
hear that.
I would love for schools to really keep God in it.
Yeah, and like I said, the level of what going on, like I said, everybody have a choice, but I think a lot of schools are doing that, and I think they continue. But it's a preference, and everybody has a right. Nobody's pushing anything on anybody, I don't think. But there's a sheet have to go home, and they sign, and I think they should encourage it.
Yep. They encouraging it, Wade. Got your answer?
Hey.
Let me go here. Okay, bro. I was and we were talking about earlier some issues. We talked about roads and schools, etc. But what are the top 3 issues you believe people in District 7 are facing right now, and what specifically would you do about each one?
Okay.
And we can circle that back again if I have to re-ask it.
Okay. So I have a platform that I go on. It's called Hope.
Okay.
And some people say, whose hope is that? Is that Jesse Jackson hope? Is that Obama hope? It's my hope, because you don't have that. You don't have anything to go on. But it stands for, like say, the hope is for health care and housing. O is for opportunity for all. The P is for partnership, and the E is empowerment. So going back to the issues, naturally, I don't take rocket science, it's affordability of food, gas prices, housing. That's what people are talking about. I don't know if you all, but I hear a lot of, did your water bill go up?
Oh, yeah.
It's
been high. Power bill's been crazy.
I don't even like to look at the number no more.
No.
That boy don't take baths.
I know. My mother-in-law works for Lawrence Electric. Well, I'm just telling her business. I'm sorry, mother-in-law. My mother-in-law.
That's a REA, a rule. Yes.
So like people, when you look at like even with Duke Power and stuff like that, people are paying like skyrocket power bills.
Yes.
$600, $700 power bill.
Yes.
It's crazy.
And that's what they're, like I say, they're having to do other things, work a couple of jobs or do something or cut back, because you haven't budgeted for that.
Right.
Seems like everything just going up. Everything going up, man.
Everything is going up, but pay.
But the pay. The bills going up, but the money ain't.
Right.
And that's why, like I say, to bring in incentives for partnership with to attract new businesses to come in.
Yes, ma'am.
I love the fact that I know one or all 3, you may have your own business. That is just the American way, just to start small business. I think there's support. That's what we're made of, small business. I have my own business. I wanted to do that. So there are some ways that to give incentive to make companies or businesses come here. And what's with when they come here, build some type of complex so they can work near. Everybody do not have a car, and everybody do not qualify maybe to get different things on the bus. So that would be a great thing. I would like to see, how can we get more jobs to come in and have where they can be positioned where the people can live nearby and even walk to work if they have to.
Right. We definitely need more jobs.
Definitely. How would you? Are you even able to make these type of calls in terms of lowering gas prices or getting groceries cheaper, like, or is that like above your head?
Some of that is going to be above my head, but they're at the part of each state. From talking to your the public and your people who put you in that office, you know what's going on. They're
Right.
going to write you or call you or leave messages. I don't know if everybody return them, but they leave them messages. So you need to be aware of what you can. So, for example, food and the transportation of it. Why not use our farmers, local farmers, to help offset some of this cost and give them some incentives where they can come together, maybe partner with another warehouse to store that food.
Right.
Every farmer do not have the facilities to do all that, but if you come together as a team of farmers, and that will cut down on all this transporting
Right.
of the trucks and everything. I'm not against trucks bringing in, they knew it, but still, if you can do this locally, because I'm sure around 20, 30, 40% of our food increase is from the transportation of getting it here.
Right.
Yeah, they was talking about that on the Cheryl Kitchen people we had on here. Remember they said
They
that
were.
the cost of
They
food
did.
done went up because of the shipping of it.
Yeah.
They said that. They said
Yep.
that. They said it directly. So
Yeah.
he ain't lying with that. So I'm gonna ask you this:
Yes.
Do you identify as Democrat or Republican?
With the party that I'm running is Democrat,
Okay.
but that's how it was when I came to say something need to be done.
Right.
I would like to see some of that just go away because people are tired of that. You're labeling people, and people think you have this, and that's the only way my grandfather did that, and he was Democrat. That's not the way I'm doing it. When I found out that there were seats in the House that had never been ran, nobody was ever opposed. So if you ran a seat and nobody else came to oppose that seat,
And you got the seat.
then you got the seat.
Right.
So from my little knowledge, I know you're saying I didn't. I always thought that somebody was being opposed, and that person just happened to be the one until I was told how many seats were never filled. So that's my first thing when I wow.
So they got all these seats and nobody's really filling them.
No.
They just open.
So they're open, so that person walks right into that seat.
Wow.
So they don't have to worry about a debate. They don't have to worry about what you're going to do.
Right.
I'm in there. So I just feel like there be maybe some change, some term limits and stuff like that that need to be changed.
Wow. So if elected, how will you? I know Corey's asked about Republican and Democrat. If elected, how will you work with Republicans and Democrats to actually get legislation passed? Do you have any control there, or how would you work with both parties to try to get things done?
Well, first has to be trust. And
Yeah.
and they have to, like I said, it's a learning that I have to learn and learn who I'm working with. But if you in this seat and you know what's going on, you have a right to bring that up. Not that every bill that you put in place may pass.
Right.
But at least I can say this is what I wanted to see for the farmers. They have people with agriculture. There's different people over that. But when you bring those bills or try to work with someone else, if you're talking to a Republican, Democrat, whomever, and they have the same idea, why can't we partner and get this going? It's not about what political party. It's about the people who's back home.
That's good.
So we
I
can
like
work
that.
there and get a solution. That's a win-win.
Good. That's good. Because we in this world, we're one, but everybody's against each other, and we can't ever work together because everybody feel you got one side that feel like they got to be like this, and another side got to be like this, and it's a lot of bickering back and forth, and nobody working together. But I like what you're saying, the power of agreement, to actually get things done. Like imagine if we was a world. Thought about Michael Jackson heal the world. And Michael Jackson got a song called "Heal the World." When I talk about it, just popped in my head. But imagine if we was a world that didn't it's not about the Republicans, not about Democrats. It's about
Yes.
coming together to make real change. Because I feel like I feel like we're spending more time arguing and debating about whose idea is better, and nothing is actually getting done. And I feel like I like that. I like your heart, because your heart was like, it doesn't matter if your idea aligns with my idea. It doesn't matter where you come. It's like me with I'm an African American male, but if someone that's a different ethnic group than me, if we're thinking alike, let's work together to get this done. I like that. I'm not gonna be
Yeah.
opposed to you because you're not who like me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No,
I like
just
that.
work together. That's
work
that's
together.
what they're there.
Just work together. You need to put it on a
Put the
t-shirt.
title. Oh, I may do that.
Just work together.
Oh, I love that. Remember that now.
All right,
Yeah.
Miss Cooley, I'm gonna ask you some political hot takes. You ready?
Oh my goodness.
I said, you know we gotta get a little spicy in here
You
now.
always trying
It's
to spice it up.
politics. This is a If I Knew Then What I Knew That podcast. We don't shy away from the hard questions, and we don't shy away from the taboo topics here either. So
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you something. If you want to plead the fifth, you can say I plead the fifth.
Okay.
You ain't
Feel
gotta
free to
ask.
plead
You,
the fifth.
you ain't
gotta
gotta.
answer.
You ain't gotta speak on it if you don't
Okay.
want
We
to.
don't wanna
I'm just
make
gonna
you-
name out some stuff.
Want you to be
You can
comfortable.
give 30 seconds to a minute elaboration on how you feel about it, and we can go from there.
All right, we'll see.
Number
Hot
one.
topics.
Number one. Abortion.
Abortion, that's something that I think it has to be among each person's self, their belief. As I was raised, and I can go from what I'm raised.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every life is precious.
Right.
I
right.
believe in what the Bible says, but there are circumstances sometimes
Mm.
that you have to make a hard decision, and that's the part like, why would I let this happen?
Right.
And some mothers may not, and I know this for a fact, despise that child because they were brought into the world where a different way than they wanted that child to be conceived. And we're talking about rape or whatever.
Right. Right.
There are some subjects that you have to, I feel like there has to be between that person, their faith, and whatever. And so as far as just 100%, I have to say if it's 100% if things are the way that I was raised, but it can't be all the time.
Right.
Our world is different.
right.
Yeah, because you see that now. It's a lot going on with whether or not women should have rights to it, women should not have rights to it, you know. And that's a real touchy, sensitive
Yes.
topic. That was a good answer, though.
Yeah, because you have some women who, like we believe, et cetera, in things that are in the right way. But like she said, there's certain circumstances with rape, or someone has been,
Incest,
someone has been
Incest.
kidnapped, and they whoever kidnapped them beat them, raped them, and now they're, what I'm saying,
Forced
and
to have
so
this
it's like,
baby. Them topics get crazy. That's
get- it
them,
gets-
them
it gets-
scenarios, they
Yeah.
get sticky.
it
You
gets
talk about
sticky.
mental health. I mean, dealing with something and looking
man.
at situations that is just not permissible.
Yep.
And that's a different way to think about it because it's like I said, mental health. You're looking at a product of what happened to you daily,
Right.
and you're learning to love, trying to learn to love. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
A
A situation
you
that,
was forced
every
into.
time you see that child, you may reflect
Yeah.
on. I get it.
And
I
that
get
child may even pick up on that as years to come. That's what we talked about earlier. Someone in that school system or someone, whatever the system may be, is to pick up and help that child work through that.
it. Right.
Yep.
Right.
What Tupac say? He said something about that in one of his songs. Yeah. You the rapper, man. You don't remember the lyrics? What he say? What he say? Wade?
What?
Women can have the right to create one. Then he says that that's something about we don't have the right.
Yeah, we ain't gonna ask you no more lyrics. Unless you know it unless you know it word for word.
He did.
But
He was going. He was.
But
going.
you was in there. You was in the vicinity though. You was in the realm. You was in the realm.
How you don't know the words?
I know. It's in here. I hear like what he said. I can feel it.
How you?
I can
Tell
feel
him,
it.
tell
Say
him,
it,
Wade.
Wade, how it
Tell
go?
him, you know the
Show
words.
him what
Tell
you
him,
can
Wade. Pull it up, Wade.
Pull it up, Wade.
Wade.
Pull the Tupac lyrics.
Tell me you ain't got to know. We live
You
in a
got
world
10
of
seconds,
technology.
10.
You can look it up.
9, 8. Can you find it? 7, 6. It was right there. 5. You just passed it.
4, 3,
2.
2, and wait. Let's go.
Go ahead, hit the womp sound, Wade. Golly. Tupac, dear mama.
He's under pressure.
Yeah, this pressure's getting to you,
Put
man.
him under pressure.
It's
Man.
getting
Stop
to you,
putting Wade
man.
under pressure every day.
All right, while Wade's trying to find that lyric, we're going to transition to another
Hot topic.
big taboo topic. That
Hot
was
topics.
Hot topic number 2.
Okay.
Hot pocket.
Hot pocket. You hungry?
I know it. We're talking about that sandwich in the car now.
I need me a sandwich right now.
The hot
The
topic.
Hot Pocket.
Fried
Hot
bologna.
pocket.
So what is your take on the LGBTQ community in terms of same-sex marriages and transgender topics going on with transgender men or women trying to enter in the same gender sport?
Okay.
Because that's been a hot topic going on right now. I seen the WNBA, something happened where it was like, they're accepting transgender athletes now. or possibly, I guess, in communication about that. So just that whole community, that whole entire, I guess, realm, or that whole entire world. What's your take on that?
My
Your
take,
view, your political viewpoint on that.
well, political and my personal viewpoint of how I was raised, I keep saying that, is pretty much I don't have that power. Never was given that power to judge anyone.
Right.
Love is the greatest thing. So I'm going to love whomever that person or whatever they choose to be. That's not for me. That's between them and their faith and whatever they do. Now, as far as you're asking about in the gym, I wouldn't have that ramification to see what they have to put in place to
Right.
do that.
Right.
But as far as a person wanting to be in the sports, someone, like I say, have to put some kind of law in writing and,
Right.
and keep with it, or then deal with it
Right. Right.
as it comes. Because I can't say you can't come in here in this dressing room or whatever like they did one time before with the bathroom, and that brought that down. I'm peeping behind to see who's in the rooms and didn't know
Right.
which bathroom to go in.
Right.
But still, it has to be something that a person in that position to make that decision have to know and put guidelines in place.
Right.
Not just guessing, and then someone in the workplace say, I don't like this. Then you need to take that with HR, or you need to find an alternative to make that work.
Right. I think something that was like talking about with that was I guess if you got like men's strength is stronger than a woman's strength. So like if you got like them racing each
A
other.
man that was born, somebody that was born a man.
Yeah, you got someone that's born a man in track against the women. He's gonna be stronger, so he may be able to. I don't know if it's they think it's see it as a disadvantage for the actual woman who's running up against a male.
Yeah, they definitely see it as a disadvantage. That's why it's such an
Yeah.
uproar about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's more than just track, though. I think they're trying to implement it in other sports, though. You found a Lyric Wade.
All
I would
right.
say, man. This your
What
chance.
did
This
Lyric
your
say,
chance. This your
Wade?
chance to shine.
This is your chance
This
to
your chance to
shine.
shine, man.
This is your chance.
Huh?
Let's rap it like Tupac would.
But he did say.
What he say? We're getting the mic, man. Wow. Wow.
That's crazy work. Give me this. Never mind, bro. Get out of
Hey,
here.
give me one.
Take it off. Don't even look it for it no more. Take it off of there.
He found it.
Don't be embarrassing Wade like that. Hey, Wade. Where's it, Wade? What happened?
Who?
Somebody asked
Oh, you
ChatGPT.
found it? You
There
found
he
it?
got it. He's got it.
So somebody asked Chat.
It says. Hey, I done lost it again.
Wow! How you lose it again? This is
Okay.
crazy. He's doing this on purpose.
No. Go
hungry.
ahead, bro. I'll try it when I need it.
No, you're not getting it back.
All right.
Just say it out loud. When you find it, just yell it.
Wade, are you getting hungry?
So who? And last hot take, I would say, it's not really a hot take, I guess, but are there any former politicians or current politicians that you look up to get guidance and wisdom from, and you like what they do, or might any type of characteristics that they might possess that you want to implement within your own life and showcase to the people? Anybody you following that's really done inspired you on your journey
Well,
from a politician standpoint, or just I guess celebrity
Me.
standpoint?
I can go. All politicians, like I say, have something that they was recognized for, even back in Roosevelt to get Social Security, and if I'm saying him right, may have the wrong one, but just getting things in place. I think every politician has a duty, like I say, to make change better every term, every time that it should be better.
Yes, ma'am.
As we feel right now, feel like things are going backwards. I think earlier you all alluded to the fact of dividedness. And so that's what I didn't see a whole lot of people dividing the country as I used to see. But there are several ones on, like I say, I didn't have a problem with, because that's your duty. I did what you said was supposed to be done, and I went by it. But now things just crazy.
Right.
And so I'm not knocking anybody, but natural, there was great ones that came in here. The one that I saw that brought people together, and I don't mind saying it, well, Obama was one that brought a lot of people together.
Yes.
Didn't divide. There was Clinton, there was even Bush, and all of them had their own unique technique that you stood up for and believed in.
Right,
but when
right.
you don't believe in the upper politics, something's wrong.
Right.
And that's what I think I like a lot of us now. Like something has to change somewhere.
right.
I'm not saying I'm the one to make a change, but somewhere it has to change because I said earlier, a lot of young people like why even bother?
Right.
Why bother? But my take to that is, and I talked with a young person in Anderson, and he said the same thing. It's going to be rigged. It's nothing that matters anyway to me. And my thing was, it is not about today,
Right.
what you do.
Right.
This is looking for the legacy. You're not going to be that age all your life.
Right,
So
right.
you want to look ahead and inspire each and every one of you here tonight on this podcast to step in.
Yep.
I had no more training or advantage than anyone else, but I know that I had to do something.
And that, hey, you hear what she said? You was kind of talking about that earlier in a post you had, made, but she said she encouraged us to step in. She had no more training than anybody else. She know what she's going for, and she's doing
Gotta do
it.
it to the plate.
And I think that's a lot of us need to answer those calls. When we know that we can make a change and we got the ability to do so, we just got to do it. So I think you were saying it to me because that's supposed to me. So I got some things I got to do too. So when you said that, I was like, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Wait, how we looking on time, man? Okay, so we've asked you a lot of questions, but our podcast is called "If I Knew Then What I Know Now."
Oh.
Ask the question. I don't know. I don't know how to put it together.
But mine went blank.
It went blank. Yeah.
So basically, this segment of the podcast is you pretty much give the listener some advice and some game, some wisdom to leave them with. If I knew then what I know now, this basically you asking yourself that question. If I knew then what I know now, what would you change about the community, or what would you have did differently coming up, or what would you have liked to see differently? If you could change something personally that you might have did in the past to change the trajectory of your future, what would it be?
Well said.
Beautiful
you, sir.
said. And I'm just like, mine is going 50 miles an hour. Like, what would I change? I'm happy at the point I'm at.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't never have. I was taught not to look back, just make changes going forward.
Wow.
So where if I had known more, like I say, I didn't go right into education. I wanted to get out of school and go to work, and there's nothing wrong with that. Made a good living with that. But I probably would have had that chance to go on the campus and had that from going on the campus with the students. Because I see my grandkids, they change. One went to school, all of them went to school, but they come back a different person.
Right.
Because you're away from home, so you have to do things at home to get them to realize that one day you got to come back, and we expect something out of you. But I really, like I say, I've enjoyed life. Some people got some complaints, and I do have things I would like to have done better. But I have enjoyed, and I've had different jobs, just like where I'm at. I went through a health issue in 2024. Here I was celebrating this big wedding anniversary 1 month, and it was the most beautiful thing. And then the next month, here I am at Duke University. So I don't look back. All I want to do is, like I say, is look forward to people doing your job. My job is I'm stepping here, but your job is about you. You are the controller with the vote.
Right.
I'm just a vessel, just standing in the seat. But you have to make. If you want something better, you have to do something.
Right.
You have to get up and do it. And I don't know. I know you all know the definition of insanity. It's doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different outcome.
Yeah, ma'am.
So we have to do something different. Just starting here tonight. If I inspired one person to say, hey, I'm going to do more, I'm going to help somebody, I'm going to share something, then I've done the race already. I've already won. Whether I get in Columbia or if I stay in Belton,
Yes, ma'am.
I've
good.
won.
That's good.
Yeah. I got one last question.
Yes,
Before we
sir.
got here. It was I don't know the full scope of the story,
Okay.
but it's something that happened local around here.
Okay.
The woman that won, her name was Winbush or Tanya or something like that. Y'all remember that stuff that was going on Facebook? She won something. She said she won. What was she running for? I was, she said she won something, but I think they tried to revoke it. I know I'm not tripping. This happened in Anderson. This happened in the area.
It definitely happened.
But
Yeah.
I don't know the full scope of the story. But you being in politics in the area, you probably know kind of like maybe what happened. But apparently, someone named Tanya Winbush, she won some election around here. And for people that are listeners that's watching us, that's her name. She won something. What did it say, Wade? Go ahead.
An Anderson judge upheld a decision invalidating Tanya Winbush April 7, 2026 election victory for the Anderson County Council District 5 seat over residency. Oh my goodness, residency questions, paving the way for future special elections. So Tanya Winbush defeated Darrell Thompson of with a 34-68 vote count up to the District 5 seat. Basically, Winbush appealed the commission's ruling to the Anderson County Court. Common pleas. Judge Lawton McIntosh dismissed Winbush appeal, finding no errors of law, affirming the decision to invalidate the election. So on April 14th, the Anderson municipal election nulled the results, ruling that the lease and water services application provided by Winbush for a Morris Lane address were insufficient proof of basically saying that where she lived wasn't real.
So they took a win away, basically? Or they took the votes away? Yeah. So, okay. So, I guess apparently she won, but then they took it away. So, my immediate thought to that is like, from a local standpoint, from a young voter standpoint, I'm just going to be real with you. Just a black woman, so I'm black. I'm looking at it like, shoot, I'm like, dang, that's what's up. But then when you look at it like that, it's like, why would she even be able to run in the first place if it was null and void of something fraudulent going on? And number two, it made me feel like the woman I voted for won, and now you done stripped it from her. That's why I don't vote now. You see what I'm saying? Like them type of thoughts that come to my head as a young voter. It's like, so what? I guess what's your take on that? Maybe you might know a little bit more insight than we do on the situation. I don't know, but I just know that this was local, and I just thought it would be relevant with the podcast we got going on today. So,
Well, I do know of both person, but I would not go into either one of them because that would be not for me to even speak on because it seemed like it may be ongoing. And if that is, I don't know the legalities of what went on. I can see where you would say why, like the gentleman I was telling you, why go through it.
Right.
But my advice, like I say, is get in touch with both person.
Right.
I think you have that right. If they wanted to talk with, if they didn't, they would not, or they'd tell you that. But I don't think that either one. I do know of both persons, and so if it's ongoing, then there still have to be some legalities that still need to be straightened out.
Right.
And it may, like I say, be where the person you thought will win, or if not, then I'm sure that person will be able, Ms. Winbush, will be able to say this is what happened.
Right.
And that would be a great thing after all this to have either one of them on this podcast.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
To see and let people, because I can only speculate. That's county council, which I'm not involved to see what they're doing and the parameters of what they're doing, but they have to be right in doing what they do. So I would just say, just give it wait and see, and if not, I would just like, what happened that you can tell me about, and she cannot, due to legal reason, even discuss it.
Right. Okay.
all right, then.
Well, we appreciate you, man.
Clap it up, man.
Clap it up. It's been a good podcast.
Great podcast.
Miss Cooley, if you want to look into that camera right there, if there's any final words you may want to say to
Where the people can find you
where they
at.
can find you at, where they can
Social media.
any emails, whatever, how they can reach you, or anything you want to say to the people before you leave the podcast today.
Okay. One thing I wanted to say that, again, I said that earlier, I'm in the seat because of, for you. It's nothing I have any power, but you have power. And that power comes on November the 3rd. So early voting, get things in order. Don't wait until November or the end of October. Start seeing where your precinct. Things may have changed. Make sure you have the proper paperwork that you need, identification, what you have to have when you go, where you're going. Things has been, I've heard of things have been changed, so I want you to make sure you know that. Also, my district again is District 7. You can go on scvote.gov and it'll ask you for your name and the last four of your social, and it will tell you your district. Now, I would love for everybody on here to be in District 7 and cast your vote, but it may be other districts. The key thing is just to stand up and just vote. Educate people, listen to them, the ones who say it's not worth it to do anything. Have a reason to tell them why. It's not about today, it's about legacy. It's about these gentlemen on the podcast was talking about children and their friends. It's about them coming up. I could sit home at night and hit my popcorn and do whatever, but it's not. I am very, very concerned about Anderson County. So my website, you can go on Cooley Elizabeth at District 7. You can just put Cooley Elizabeth Cooley. You're going to see me on Facebook. You're going to see me. That will bring you to my website and other things. There is a QR code there. That's something I think a lot have maybe kind of missed, but I do need donations. I don't care if it's $1 or whatever you may have. That helps me to do this race.
We got to try to throw that QR code up there, Wade.
Yes, so just throw that in there if you can get that and donate to it. But the main thing, take a stance. If you need to talk with me, search me out, email me. I will talk. I want to meet you. I want to hear. I will walk the streets, and I do need volunteers to canvass. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Want to see you all on November the 3rd. But and I just thank this wonderful podcast. This is something that in my era. Another class.
Yes, sir.
But not in my era. And this is social media is so much important to me because it can reach places that I would never begin to do. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you.
Well, that was good.
Yes, ma'am.
That was good.
Hey, man, y'all be sure to find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. If I knew then.
What I know now.
The podcast. Hey,
baby.
Wade, that's how you change. Hey, that's how you end the podcast. Wade.
Ah,
Hey, that's what I'm
okay,
talking about. Put your hands in the air, Tupac. Yes, sir. Hey, man, we appreciate you, Miss Cooley.
Thank you.
And that's it, man. Episode 10.
Yup.